Listen, there's no big secret to winning football. It's just doing what these guys do every game. Just go out and give it your best. Do that, you'll be fine.
What's going on, guys? It's Jake here, and today we are answering the question, does Madden NFL football actually improve every year? Yes. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, listen to Brittany. Obviously, I'm just joking. The video's not over, but the short answer is yes. The games do improve every year, but by how much? Well, over the past few months, I've collected at least one copy of every Madden, and I played every single one of them. And let me tell you, there's a lot of Maddens. I'm not going to go over every individual release of every year of every Madden on every platform. This video is long enough. I have over 500 gigabytes of footage just for this video. That's over half a terabyte of 1080p footage. I played one game from every year on whatever platform I could get my hands on. It's definitely a hodgepodge of a collection, but it's mine and I love it. But for each game, I played just one regular exhibition match. I tried to keep the quarter lengths around 3 to 5 minutes long because I knew this was going to be a long process. I'm not going to play every new mode that's added, but I will try and mention anything that's added that's noteworthy. By the way, I'm not going to talk about Madden Mobile or Madden for 3DS. I don't have time for that.
Okay, that's all the time I've got. I gotta get back to playing Animal Crossing New Leaf on my Nintendo 3DS.
I'm also going to give every game a rating out of 10. The scores are based off of how the game plays and feels, how much fun I had playing it, and how it improves upon previous years. These ratings are not compatible to any other games like Deathloop or Super Mario Odyssey, so don't think I'm trying to compare Madden 18 to either of those games. Unless we're talking about Madden 07, that's just one of the best games ever made. But without any further ado, let's jump into the first game, John Madden Football. John Madden Football first released for the Apple II back in 1988. Originally, this game was proposed to be 6-on-6, but Madden said no, if it's not 11-man football, I'm out. This put the game in development hell. Everyone at EA, including John Madden himself, thought the game would eventually be canceled. However, it did end up releasing after 3 years of development on June 1st, 1988. Over the next 5 years, EA would release this game across multiple different platforms. And people say they release the same game every year now. John Madden Football is packed with features like various field conditions, audibles, and oh wait, that's it. This game was not endorsed by the NFL or NFLPA yet, so they couldn't use real NFL teams or players. What they did was pick 16 random major cities and random color combos for each team. Coincidentally, they were all cities with NFL teams and the colors were based off of the local pro teams.
Coincidence?
I think so.
There was also the option to play as the All Madden team. This team allows you to play as the best of the best players from around the league, all in the same team. The best players from the Games League, definitely not based off the NFL whatsoever. As for my experience with this game, oh boy, I dove. What? I got off to a terrible start. No, I don't want to dive, you idiot. Somehow that works. What? Look, as much as I love football, I really don't know formations. I've just heard Tony Romo say those things before. And the plays in Madden are only sorted by formation for a very long time. But that was far from the worst of my problems. It is a very weighted coin flip whether or not the receiver actually catches the ball. Catch the ball, doofus! He dove! I didn't press any buttons. He just dove. Oh, he's wide open. Interception! No. Dude. That forced me to run a lot. And guess what? It's really easy to fumble in this game. The best part? Almost every fumble is not only recovered by the defense, but returned for a touchdown. Fumble? Dude. How often are fumbles recovered and they're able to run it back for a touchdown without being tackled for 50 yards? By the way, it's also really easy to accidentally audible. No, not audible. No, God, what is going on? No. Oh, good God almighty, what am I doing? No. See, when I audible, I have no clue what I'm doing. Just gotta keep remembering that B is hike. My quarterback just broke a tackle and then fumbled, and the defense recovered it. And they run it back for a touchdown? In the end, the only emotion I had was anger. Am I allowed to rage quit? Can I not get a sack? He caught that? Listen, I'm not enjoying myself. I want to enjoy myself in the series. It's 45-7. I'm going to play this last drive. And if I don't score, I'm done. I will try my hardest to score. But if I don't score, I'm done. I've been recording for an hour, and we're barely into the third quarter. And I freaking hit audible again. Why is it a quarterback run? A fumble? You can't make this up. You actually cannot make this up. Dude. This is the end of the first one. I don't want to play anymore. I really don't want to play anymore. Jeez, it's 58-7. Last thing before we move on to 1992, I know you're not going to believe me, but this game won the Golden Joystick Best Console Game of the Year in 1990. A Madden game won Game of the Year. Let that sink in. I give John Madden Football a 0 out of 10. Finally, we are in 1992. Just kidding, we're in 1991. But the game is called John Madden Football 92. Just like every other game in the series, it's released the year before the year in the game's title. Confusing? No. The new features in 92 are instant replay, 2-player co-op, quarterback injuries, more audibles, and the ability to review and overturn pass interference calls. Now that's something you can't do even in the real NFL. As for my notes, I said this game plays just like the original. Dude, he just stopped. I give it a slight edge over the original just because I only lost 0-7, but still 0 out of 10. Selling over 1 million copies, we have Madden 93. Madden 93 claims to add new animations and updated graphics. Sure. There's still no NFL licensing, but EA continues to risk it all by adding legendary teams like the 1976 Oakland Raiders. Seriously, how is there no lawsuit? I use 5 seconds of In the Arms of the Angel, and some company takes all of my revenue on behalf of Sarah McLachlan? Anyway, the new features of this game include no-huddle offense, taunting, stumbling, headbutting, and one-handed catches. With each player being about, 5 pixels, I never noticed a single catch being one-handed. The biggest change has got to be the coin toss. This allows you to choose whether or not you want to kick or receive first, or which end zone you want to defend, just like real life. I like this all Madden team. This game is better in every way, but take it with a grain of salt because I played as the all Madden team. The passing is still terrible. 4 out of 10.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to John Madden Football.
Yes, Madden NFL 94 is the first time we get to hear the sweet sound of Electronic Arts. Also, did you notice how I said Madden NFL 94? Yup, EA finally got the official NFL license. With the newly acquired license, they added all of these old teams. Legacy teams are a Madden staple from here on out. Sadly, this game is still not licensed by the NFL Players Association. They are allowed to use NFL team names, but not the names of the players. 94 finally allows you to flip plays before you pick them. You can flip the play! Yes, dude. This game also adds bluff plays. A little fun fact about this game, some copies have the Jets and Giants rosters flipped. As for my thoughts on this game, I like it. I love that as soon as you pick the play, the defense is done. You don't have to wait for the defense anymore. The cleaner UI and being able to flip plays are huge pluses to me. Also, this game just felt smoother in general, so I was able to beat up on the Bills pretty easily. This is hands down the best Madden game yet. I'm excited for 95 now. 94 is a solid 6 out of 10. I wonder if I can even legally use this. Madden 95 is the first game in the series to feature someone else other than Madden on the cover. Eric Williams of the Dallas Cowboys and Carl Wilson of the San Francisco 49ers. That's because EA finally got the NFLPA license, on the Genesis only. Madden 95 made Time Magazine's all-time greatest video games list in 2012. And for good reason. You can finally go for 2. Yes! Let's go! You can turn on auto catching. Wait, did you have to press a button before to catch the ball? Catch the ball, doofus! But the best addition of all, you can finally choose your audibles. Now I actually know what I'm doing when I accidentally audible. By far, this is the best Madden yet. 8 out of 10. Madden 96 features 2 players from the new expansion teams, the Panthers and the Jaguars, alongside John Madden, of course. What? I went the 11 yards! There isn't really too much added to this one, but it played just as well as 95. Wow. I've never seen, in all my years of Madden, I've never seen a CPU kneel me out. They're just like, no, we got the dub. We did our job. We're out of here. Same score. While Madden 97 was the best-selling PS1 game of 1996, I played it on the SNES. There wasn't really anything new unless you played it on one of the 32-bit consoles. The PS1 and Saturn versions used player graphics that were created by using 3D models with motion capture data to produce 2D sprites from multiple angles, while my version looks and feels the same. Box is loaded on the right. I should be easy breezy running through here, yeah. Oh, that's a touchdown, baby. Come on. Let's go! All I wrote down for this one was 7 out of 10. Madden 98 was my first taste of football on the PlayStation 1. The main focus this time around was improving the AI. I honestly didn't notice at all because I could not get anything going on offense. My offensive line literally just stops blocking. They didn't even try to block. They're like, oh, I'm going to go for it. No, just kidding. I'll let you go. The best and really only new feature was touch passing. Touch passing allows players to control the speed of a pass by how hard they push the button. This is such a crucial part of Madden games, and I'm so glad to see it added. Dude, that was the best play. The PS1 graphics are a huge step up from the SNES, but the gameplay felt like it took one step back. In case anybody's wondering, I did not enjoy that at all. 3 out of 10. This time we are going all the way back to 1964. Just kidding. Madden 64 is the first full 3D Madden. Honestly, it looks pretty good in 3D, not gonna lie. 64 is essentially just a 3D version of Madden 98. Flag? Pass interference? So it's gonna be as lame as the last one. Nice. I don't know what to say. 4 out of 10. Madden 99, my birth Madden. The only real feature added to this game was the ability to protect the ball while running. For some reason, this game looked worse than 64 to me, but played the same. This looks like crap. Madden 99 looks worse than Madden 64, maybe because they went all out for the first 3D game. I don't know. 3 out of 10. The start of the century was not a very innovative time for the Madden games. 2000, 2001, 2002, and 2003 didn't add anything noteworthy. However, I will cut these games some slack as they were quietly improving on the 3D graphics through the new console generations. The game's mechanics continued to get smoother over these years too. I tried to time it. For some reason, I decided to play 2002 on the Game Boy Advance, and that was a mistake. After already playing the 32-bit and 64-bit generations, this is painful. It was pretty much just a bad SNES Madden with updated rosters. 2000 gets a 4 while the rest get 6s. Celebrate good times, come on. The GBA version of 2002 gets a 3. Moving on to 2004, there isn't much new here either. However, we need to talk about the cover athlete. He is a menace, not just to society, but to this game. The Dogfighter has one of the highest ratings in Madden history, and I was dumb enough to try and take him down. We're gonna have to beat up on the Dogfighter himself, Michael Vick. Oh, Michael freaking Vick, dude. Okay. Of course. Dude, this Maddox shoot sucks. You can't make this up. Okay, on to 2005. Let's not spend any more time here. This game was probably fine, but screw Michael Vick. 3 out of 10. "2005 is the year to fear the D. Defense is the main focus this year, and the fan favorite hit stick finally arrives. Flick the right stick for a gnarly tackle with a greater chance to force a fumble.
Oh! Somebody! Oh! He needs some milk!
However, it was hard for me to remember to use it since the C stick is just a little nub. This was one of the best games I played for this video. Z plus R. Glad my defense could make the stop. Oh my god, I'm gone. To the house, baby. To the house. Touchdown. Well, that's not good. Dude, I'm getting so lucky.
Looking downfield on the move. He hits his receiver. Ooh, that one will leave a mark. He'll get it again. Loses the defender. That's exactly.
Woo! I got nervous there. Okay, let's go for 2. And we didn't get it. Oh well.
Pressure, rolling. A little off target, but caught. The 40. Room to run. The 40. 30. The 20. Diving back at the 15. And to overtime. So it looks like we're going into overtime. He's looking. Gets rid of it. He finds his. He surveys the field with the throw.
No freaking way. See, like, I know the play is to go for the field goal, but I don't trust myself. I gotta go for it. Oh God, no. 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 Oh, this hurts. This hurts so bad.
Passing right. Picked off. The 40.
Oh my God.
30.
Oh my God.
The 10.
Oh, Terrell Suggs almost had the pick six. That would have been sick. This is like the best Madden game yet. Holy crap.
Come out in a dive package with the throw. Perfect throw. Freeman stops it. Got in their nickel package. He sees something in the defense.
We're going to Himes.
Can go for it. Dropping back. Looking for a receiver. Firing the ball into the end zone. Incomplete pass.
Wow.
Baltimore 14.
I really ended this with a tie. If I would have gone for the PAT, I probably would have won. Wow, that was fun. And I'm not even mad it ended in a tie. The new additions to the defense mixed with a solid offense makes for an all-around great game. Madden 2005 is an 8 out of 10. I'm not going to waste any time here. I did not like Madden 06. Not many seem to either. That's because of QB vision control. This pretty much makes you less accurate than games prior unless the receiver you're throwing to is directly in your sights. They accompanied this with precision passing that allows you to throw the ball around the receiver like above his hands or at his feet. They did also add the highlight stick, which is basically just an offensive hit stick for the ball handler. HD graphics were nice, but in the end, QB vision control was too much and made my experience less fun. 5 out of 10. Madden 07 is my favorite Madden. It's the one I grew up on. But not just that, it's the thing that got me into football in the first place. I first played it on my uncle's 360 while on a trip to see him in San Diego. Yes, the same uncle that's on my mug. He's still not dead. But that was my first real experience with football, and I loved it. I quickly learned about the famous Hail Mary, and that is the only passing play I used for quite a long time. But if I wasn't passing, I was on the ground doing a weak side toss. My dad is a huge Cowboys fan. He's got multiple jerseys, a football signed by the legendary Emmitt Smith, and he got me several different Cowboys items growing up, hoping one day we could share a love for the Cowboys. And if the Cowboys were any good in 2006, I might have actually liked them. But nope, I played as the Pittsburgh Steelers, and Hines Ward became my favorite player because he rarely dropped any of my Hail Marys, no matter how tight the coverage was. This is a kid's large, by the way. I don't know how it fits. Being able to destroy my father in football, a game I knew nothing about at 10 years old, is the reason why I fell in love with the Steelers. And because of that, for this video, I asked my dad to play Madden 07 with me. He's playing as the 93 Cowboys, and I'm playing as the Steelers. Here we go. We practically got a whole half of practice before Audacity crashed on us. And then we were never actually recording in the first place the gameplay.
First play from scrimmage. These are 3-minute quarters?
Yes.
So it took me 12 seconds to score.
Yes, it did. Come on! Yes!
Oh my golly.
That's an interception.
Oh, come on.
4th down. But we're in no man's land and punting's for wimps. I'll just pick you off again.
Okay. What? No, it is not. I saw where he's at. I'm not throwing it to the defensive player. Oh my gosh. What? Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa, how did he even do that?
Oh no! Dang it. Troy. Dang, you have it.
The conversion is good. On the run.
Oh!
A lot of space in front of him.
Oh, yes. Oh no! 80-yard pick six
Oh my god.
to end the half. Troy Polamalu, ladies and gentlemen. I can take a 6-minute drive here.
Should I audible? Or just go?
Probably should have audibled. Speaking of which, today's video is sponsored by Audible. I wish. It'd be nice to get an actual sponsorship. Dude! Ah!
What? Oh! My golly. Alright, well, it's late. I should go to bed. Good night.
No! That's
Oh, there it
a pick.
is! Oh my
No.
gosh, are you serious?
Dude, that one you got robbed.
Right to him.
Yeah.
Mmm.
I threw it.
Oh! Oh!
I left you too much time though. But
Oh,
I
you're
can go
going
for
for it.
2.
Mmm.
Woo!
Successful.
Whoa, sacked.
Oh, I threw that, dude.
You did. It's incomplete. Oh my gosh. Woo! This is it, folks. It's now or never.
What?
And incomplete
That's it.
pass.
That's the game.
That's why didn't you go for the end zone there?
I thought it was a deeper route than that on the screen. It looked deeper than that. I'm okay with that. I haven't played it in, what, a long time?
Yeah. The only practice I've had is every year before this. Don't the models look great? The graphics in general.
It's realistic. It's like I'm there in Heinz Field. Okay, well, peace out, folks.
That same night, we watched the All Madden documentary, and it was awesome. If you're a football fan, I highly recommend it. To be honest, I didn't know much about John until I started making this series. I've learned so much about him in the past few months, and I'm pretty sad I didn't get to experience any of his work live. It's the same feeling I get when I think about how cool it would have been to watch Michael Jordan in his prime. But as many of you already know, John Madden passed away a few weeks ago. And even though he's no longer here, I'd still like to thank him. So if it wasn't for you being an amazing coach, if it wasn't for you being an extraordinary announcer, and if it wasn't for you putting your seal of approval on some dinky little video game, I may have never gotten into football. Oh God, if it wasn't for Madden, I may have been a Cowboys fan. Sorry, I just didn't want to leave on a sad note. 10 out of 10. Madden 08. The Scott the Woz one. 08 adds a lot of features. A lot of modes are tweaked, added, and brought back. Offensive weapons are added to give the best of the best even more of an edge. Hit Stick 2.0 is here, allowing you to hit hard to the chest or down to sweep the leg. There are new animations that make plays look even cooler. Oh, no way. Oh my God.
Off and run. And he'll take it all the way. Touchdown.
And the fatigue system is finally implemented, so you can't just scramble with Michael Vick every play. While there are a ton of new great things added to Madden 08,
It was an overhyped, underwhelming, spiritual successor to a game that deserved far more.
sorry Scott, 7 out of 10. The 20th year of Madden is a terrible one. If you manage to get past those disgusting Packers colors, the game isn't much better. Why would you come back to the ball? The only thing I could find that's different about this game is that they got rid of the stupid QB vision thing they added in 06. I completely agree with Mr. Wozniak on this one. 4 out of 10. I love Madden 10. I've only ever played this once for this video, and it's phenomenal. First of all, it's got two of my favorite players of all time on the cover, Troy Polamalu and Larold Fitzgerald. I know it's Larry, but back when he was doing the University of Phoenix commercials, my sister asked what Larry was short for, and we told her it was Lawrence. She responded, "Oh, I thought it was Larold, like Harold." So he is forever and always Larold Fitzgerald to me. No way he holds on to that. Larold Fitzgerald. Anyways, story time's over. Once you fire up this game, it has one of the coolest game intros ever. There are so many things added and improved for this one, so I apologize if I don't mention them all. Let's pause for a second. I just wanted to say that I've been depending on Wikipedia for a lot of these things, and a lot of these articles are full of inaccuracies. For example, it says 10's covers the first time there were ever 2 players featured on the cover. Wrong. Literally the first Madden cover to feature players had 2 on it. If you've been paying attention, say it with me now. Madden 95. We'll work on that. I didn't want to believe it, but I guess my teachers were right. You can't always trust Wikipedia. Madden 10 is amazing and definitely one worth going back to play. An easy 9.5 out of 10. Madden 11 was the first game where EA let the people vote on who they wanted on the cover. Drew Brees ended up winning. There isn't too much added to this one after the monstrous amount of additions last year. However, game flow, probably my favorite addition ever, is here to stay. This one is all that in the bag of chips. The coach will throw up the play that he thinks is best for you, and if you don't like it, you can pick your own. For someone like me who doesn't know too much about defensive plays, this is a godsend. I love it so much. Watch how fast I get from the end of this play to the start of the next.
He lets it go. Well, they brought the blitz, and the offensive line just unable to pick it up that time to force the incompletion.
It's beautiful. If it wasn't for the coach constantly talking and annoying the crap out of me, it'd be perfect.
Okay, we're gonna run a dive here. Just smash it up the middle and let's gain some positive yards.
The worst part about this game is the coach. 9.9 out of 10. Not much happened in 12 or 13. The vote for the cover athlete only got bigger over these years. Peyton Hillis being on the cover of 12, and oh my god, Ray Rice almost made the cover of 13. That would have aged like fine milk. Thankfully, Megatron Calvin Johnson was the man instead. Both games play exactly like 11, but get rid of the coach, and I'm incredibly grateful for that. However, since there isn't much new, I have to downgrade them to a 9.5 out of 10 each. Time for Madden 14. Ha! Just kidding, it's Madden 25. Makes sense, right? Wrong. It's the 25th anniversary, so they say screw our already flawed numbering system, we're gonna make it worse. What are they gonna do in 3 years for the 2025 game? Are they gonna call it Madden 2025 and go back to writing the full year? Did they not think that the game was gonna make it that long? I think they should be forced to call it Madden 14 because no one had the foresight to think 11 years into the future. Anyway, there's not much new other than the new Ignite engine on the next-gen consoles. The game now looks better and plays slightly better, but I'm just assuming because I played the 360 version. 9 out of 10. When you first open the game, it throws you into a playable cutscene demo thing.
Big play coming. Defense looking for a stop. And the Panthers have found a way to score in what should wrap up the game for Carolina.
It's kinda cool, but they get better over the next few years. Madden 15 adds, well, I'll let Cam Newton tell you.
It's your boy Cam Newton, aka Ace Boogie. Take control of your defenders like never before. With brand new pass rush mechanics, multiple ways to tackle, and tools to disengage and get off the line. You've never been more armed to stop the best quarterbacks in the game.
Sadly, the recordings for 15, 19, and 20 all ended up being corrupted, so I re-recorded 1-minute quarter games for each of them, and it was a lot of fun.
Win in a game like this. Roethlisberger sends it, launching it deep. Reaches out, second down, and Roethlisberger's gonna keep it. The Steelers get a 1st and 10. Gets the handle here. Bell's going to take the handoff now. They failed.
I highly recommend it if you want a challenge. 15 is another solid entry, 8.5 out of 10. $16 is really where I started getting into Madden. They start with another playable demo, this time being all about what EA thinks is the outcome of Super Bowl 50. The acting is terrible, and there's a lot of bad facial graphics.
He's holding me, man. I'm telling you. Come on. He can't cover me. He's holding me all day, bro. That's just garbage.
But it was still a fun little way to introduce the new catching mechanics that I'll go over in a second. But first, I'll hand it off to Big Ben to tell you what's new this year.
Madden NFL 16 introduces new gameplay controls that allow you to become the ultimate playmaker on the field. Quarterbacks like myself now have the ability to deliver passes exactly where they need to be placed, whether that be touch passes between linebackers and safeties, back shoulder fades in the end zone, or high trajectory passes that allow receivers to go up and high point the football. Receivers and defensive backs will also be battling it out like never before with brand new two-man interactions and controls that will make each pass attempt fresh and exciting.
This year's biggest addition is the new catching system. Once the ball is in the air, you can press triangle or Y to go up aggressively, square or X to run after catch, and cross or A to focus on getting and maintaining possession of the ball. Also, penalties are more realistic now. I think this is one of the best years in the series, 9.5 out of 10. Madden 17 once again starts off with another playable demo featuring the LA Rams and the Washington football team. And guess what? I get to hand it off to another person to tell you what's new this year.
Brandon Gaudin here to tell you about what's new in gameplay for Madden NFL 17. This year the team focused heavily on 3 specific areas: the ground game, zone defense, and special teams. We have overhauled ball carrier locomotion, momentum, and balance. The special move system has been completely rewritten around a new defender fake-out system. We've added new feedback systems and an auto move setting on rookie and pro difficulty levels to help users master the new systems. Finally, we have tackle battles, which will trigger a prompt that gives users more control to influence the outcomes of certain tackles. Defensive gap play is new to Madden 17, and it fundamentally changes the run game. Defenders now have true gap assignments, which result in moving blocks and cutback lanes. Finally, there's a new defensive auto flip feature, which ensures your defense is always aligned to the strength of the offense. We've expanded our zone coverages big time, going from 4 types to 13 unique zones. Pattern matching concepts are now featured throughout our defensive playbook, so you will find a wide range of strategic options to shut down whatever your opponent throws at you.
Thanks, Brandon. Another great year with solid additions to the game, 9.5 out of 10. No fancy demo to start this one, but we once again have Brandon Gaudin here to make my life a lot easier.
Hey, Brandon Gaudin here, and it's time to take a look at what's new in Madden NFL 18 powered by Frostbite. Looking for an immersive narrative experience? Long Shot is an all-new story mode letting you step into the shoes of NFL hopeful Devin Wade as you guide him on his path to the NFL Draft. Madden NFL 18, it's a Madden for everyone and Madden like you've never seen it before.
If you've been watching the channel for a while, and I mean a very long time, you might remember that I played a lot of Madden 18. Most of that time was spent playing the new Long Shot mode. Ever since 2K started getting all fancy with their story modes, I had been wanting the Madden version, and we finally got that. I played a game of this myself for the video, but my best friend Aaron and I have been playing it lately, so I'm going to include one of our hilarious games here.
Now a play fake here on
Let's go.
What the heck, bro?
Oh.
That was my bad. I switched to him. Whoa, what am I doing?
Let's go.
What the heck?
Touchdown.
I love my 50-50 balls, bro.
Dude.
Bruh, I don't understand. What the?
No.
Oh, finally. Bruh.
Kaiser now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And
Where did that guy come from? You start walking?
No idea.
I left my man.
a first down throw here for Rivers.
Dude. I don't think so. Oh, there you go.
Finally.
What?
Bro, they don't like me. Oh,
Oh, that's too funny.
he's open. Get it! Oh my god. Oh my god.
Play action now. Kaiser going for the deep ball. This is caught inside. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one.
No. I accidentally swapped to him.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Touchdown.
Madden 18 gets a 9 out of 10. Another year, another start with Brandon Godden.
Real player motion makes its Madden debut, bringing unmatched responsiveness and fluidity to every player on the field. In the running game, hit the hole and one cut give ball carriers the ability to move through crowded running lanes and turn on the jets once they see a sliver of daylight. Once you reach the end zone, it's time to celebrate either alone or with your closest friends.
Woohoo! Celebrations are cool, I guess. I honestly didn't notice anything different about the gameplay on this one. 8 out of 10. For the big 2-0, we can play the Pro Bowl. Yay! And there are more celebrations. Woo! That makes this game, yup, just as lame as my homie's stupid State Farm commercials. If any of you call me Jake from State Farm in the comments, I will permanently ban you from commenting on this channel. Do not test me. The Patrick Price gets a 7 out of 10. Now we are into the first year of the current next-gen consoles. The graphics, I'm sure, are upgraded in some sort of way, but even though I've literally been playing each year back to back, I can't notice a difference between 20 and 21. Even though Brandon is back to tell us what's new, I still don't notice anything different gameplay-wise. They made another slightly different story mode that reminds me of Road to Glory from the NCAA games. But thank God EA steps in to tell us not to be mean to each other. 7.5 out of 10. And finally, we are on the last Madden of current times. 30 plus years of Madden leading up to this point. Let's see what they got for us in Madden 22. Yup, that sure is nothing. There are very minor tweaks to other game modes, but nothing of note. Bo knows something, but he won't tell us for some reason. He's just standing there, menacingly. Even though there's nothing new, I still had a ton of fun with my game. I have to have faith in Chase Claypool here. No freaking way. You don't deserve the celebration. And Chris Boswell misses the extra point. That may cost me. Turnover on downs. No. Oh, no. 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 No.
Obviously, the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation? You're thinking 2 plays. One last shot for Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And did he catch it? He did.
Oh my God! What just happened? What a way to end this series. Oh my God. Dude. I've never seen this guy before. That just felt like the best way to end this playthrough. But still, only a 7.5 out of 10. Back to you, Jerry. It's actually Jake, but thanks, Julian. And now it's time to give out some awards. First up, we have the Most Improved Madden. And the award goes to Madden NFL 10. This game has the most additions by far and is way better than 2009. Next up, we have the inverse of that, the What the Heck Happened award. The game that took 1 step forward but 3 steps back is Madden NFL 06. This is a terrible game, and the last award goes to the game with the best new feature. And the award goes to Madden NFL 16 for its new catching mechanics. And thank you to all the games for existing. We couldn't have done the show without you. And if you're curious as to how all the games ended up in the rankings, here you go. Again, the ratings are based off of Madden games only and not related to any other games like It Takes Two or Metroid. I'm going to take this off now. And it's time for my conclusion. Yes, Madden does improve every year. They definitely don't improve equally, but they do improve every year in some way. In the time that I spent with these games, I noticed that they typically dipped in quality or had a lack of features around the time of each new console generation. However, that's because they were learning to work with a new system and new technology, so the graphics were the main focus in those years. But interestingly enough, at the end of the last 2 console generations, I noticed the game started to lack new features. Mainly 12, 13, and 25 all felt like 11, and 19 and 20 felt a little too similar. I think all of those years slightly improved in graphics, but not enough to justify the lack in features. I know most of the hate for Madden right now is aimed at the latest games, 21 and 22, so let's talk about them. Yes, I think that the offerings in these games are pretty pathetic, especially since I've heard there's a lot of problems with just running the game in general. Well, that's just inexcusable. Let me play devil's advocate. Just like I mentioned earlier, the pattern shows us that they tend to focus more on graphics than features during the first couple years of a new generation. There isn't a huge jump in graphics, but we are at a time where football graphics have kind of peaked. The only real thing to improve is the faces, and that's hard to do in any video game. We're also at a point where it's hard to add more to the game when it's based off of a real sport that doesn't change very often. But that's enough defending EA. Let's go over what I think should be in Madden 23. First things first, make sure the game launches with as little bugs as possible. It may sound small, but that's kind of a hard ask nowadays, for any video game. Number 2, I want them to finally fix lineman hitboxes. I'm tired of running next to my linemen and getting caught on them when there's no defense in sight. I know it happens in football, but not as much as it happens in Madden. It happens all the time and it's so annoying.
Bro, my own guy tripped me.
Number 3, I want to see more story-driven modes like Long Shot with a progression of Road to Glory where I start in high school and make my way to the pros. Maybe even force me to work my way up from the practice squad. And the last thing you absolutely have to do is put John back on the cover. No players on any of the covers. Every edition has John Madden on the front. You would not have this game if it wasn't for him. But I think that's going to be it. Before you click away, I know I've had you for a long time here. But if you're still here, you had to have enjoyed it. So please like this video. Share it with a friend. Share it with your fantasy league. Follow me on Twitter and retweet my tweet. Tell Philip DeFranco to bring back Today in Awesome by talking about my video. Is that too much to ask? I mean, it was my birthday yesterday. You could at least tell me happy birthday in the comments. No matter what time of year it is, I don't care. January 27th is my birthday, but I don't care if it's August. If you're watching this, put happy birthday in the comments. Or just subscribe. Please. Only 1% of my viewers are actually subscribed. It's soul-crushingly low. And if I can't convince you to do any of that, maybe Brittany can. Follow me on my other socials. Check out my website for a cool shirt like this one, or a modded Game Boy. Oh yeah, if you're new around here, I kind of do all things retro. Mainly modding and refurbishing retro consoles, but I also do retro video games on the last Friday of every month. And if you're a basketball fan, you're going to want to stick around for next month when we do this all over again for NBA. And as always, you can support me on Patreon like these lovely folks here. But I think that's all for now, so I will see you guys in the next one. Later, guys. He's still not dead yet. There's no good way to say that. Please share this video.
This telecast is copyrighted by the NFL for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or of any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the NFL's consent is prohibited.